Hello and welcome to another engaging weekend edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for joining us. It is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. Let's honor our seniors, recognizing their wisdom, contributions, and the vital role they play in our communities. Together, we can ensure they remain active, respected, and involved. Stay with us as we journey through the pages of the magazine.
Data from the National Road Safety Council shows that 90% of motorcyclists who die on our roads were not wearing a helmet. Don't let that be you. Wearing a helmet could save you and your client's life. In the event of a crash, the helmet can protect you against severe head injuries. Wearing a helmet can also help to reduce wind noise and light rays while driving. Let's work to reduce the carnage on our roads. Wear a helmet, ride safely.
Thanks for joining us. In a tribute to the enduring strength and influence of our elders, we now take a look at ways to involve the aged population in societal roles and decision-making processes, ensuring their wisdom and experience continue to shape our communities.
It's often said that children of a nation are its future. Conversely, a nation's progress is chronicled through its senior citizens. Seniors are the backbone and foundation of any successful society. It's on their work and achievements that we are building a brighter future for all our citizens. We want to continue to benefit from their contributions, and that's why we've compiled ways to engage and involve this invaluable segment of our society.
Did you know adults aged 60 years and older in Jamaica are called older adults?
Did you know that in some countries, one can be dubbed an older adult at age 50 or 65, depending on the laws of that country?
Have you heard? The world's population is aging. The World Health Organization has declared that by the year 2050, adults aged 60 years and older will number 2.1 billion.
Here in Jamaica, older adults are the fastest growing segment of the population, moving from 6.7% in 1960 to 12.6% in 2015.
That's why it is very important that we incorporate our seniors in the decision-making process to give advice on social issues as well as benefit from their labor. To capitalize on this effort, the United Nations and the World Health Organization have declared 2020 to 2030 as the decade of healthy aging. This simply means giving older adults the opportunity to be and do things they value throughout their life, while being free of disease and infirmity. In Jamaica, the National Council for Senior Citizens has earmarked the last week in September annually as Senior Citizens Week. The last Sunday in September is observed as Grandparents' Day, and every year on October 1, the world celebrates International Day of Older Persons. We want to incorporate our seniors in all that we do. Here's how you can get involved and be an ally to them.
If you are a caregiver or a family member, remember, incorporate the older adult in the decision making. For example, what to eat or what to wear.
Utilize their help in situations. Remember, they have lived through many hardships. We have had world wars, we have had disease outbreaks. Utilize their help.
Familiarize yourself with issues related to older adults. For example, the terminologies. What is gerontology? Gerontology is the science and comprehensive study of older adults and the issues concerning them. Healthy aging and good health is not just the absence of disease. However, it requires an opportunity for older adults to be active, to enjoy the things that they've always enjoyed doing, break the intergenerational gap. Seniors would love to be able to talk to you and have you listen to them.
Volunteer your time to seniors, be it in an old age home or an infirmary. Carve out some time to spend with an older family member.
Older adults have a sexual appetite. Don't discriminate.
Remember, seniors are adults. Don't treat them like a child. Don't abuse them.
Ask yourself the question, what can I do for an older adult today? Researchers. Studies show that most research do not involve older persons. Community leaders. Be an advocate for the older person in your community today. See to it that they are prepared for the social activities so they can go out and be participatory in what's happening in the community. Young people, what can you do? Just be there, be present, listen to their stories. Teach them the newer technologies that will allow them to communicate and stay in touch with family and friends that are far away. Just be there. Be available for our older adults today.
Seniors are our portal to the past, a guide to the future, and most important, a resource in the present. They are an invaluable part of our society. Let's treat them with the respect and love they deserve. For more information on Senior Citizens Week and how you can be a part of an older adult's life, call the National Council for Senior Citizens at 876-906-9277.
Every student attending Heart and STA Trust under the New Care Initiative will get $15,000 each month to help cover their travel expenses to the Heart School they're attending and get an extra $13,000 each week while they're training.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Donating blood. Many people hold back from doing this due to fear or misinformation. But the reality is the process is safe and every donation can save lives.
There are many fears and misconceptions about giving blood, some of which we'll be dispelling for you today. Joining me is Acting Director of the National Blood Transfusion Service, Dr. Veronica Taylor. Thanks for coming, Dr. Taylor.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, Dr. Taylor, one of the first fears that we want to discuss today is the fear of needles or being too nervous to donate.
Okay, first of all, donating blood allows that you can save 3 lives. So when you are coming to donate blood, you have to have that in mind. I know that there are myths or fears to donated blood because the size of the needle is like a mosquito bite. Don't be scared. That unit will be open in front of you and it's an easy way to go. Our nurses are well capable to do this procedure. You cannot be scared because when you go into donated blood, that unit of, or the bag of unit of blood will be open in front of you. So it's single use. You will feel comfortable. There is not a way, not at all, to catch any disease.
Some persons also believe that they cannot donate blood because they've had other diseases such as ZV and CHIKV. This is not the case. You can also donate if you've had these diseases, right?
Okay, I would like to clarify that. When you come into donated blood, you will have an interview. So in that interview, the nurse will be rigorous, asking you few questions that you will answer because it will be for the benefit of the recipient. So they will ask you few questions as if you have been in contact with person that have CHIKV. If that is the case, you will have defer for 15 days. If you have been contacted the CHIKV, you will be deferred for 15 days. If you, after donating blood, started with symptoms, you will need to contact the blood transfusion service at any way that you have been donated the blood, because we will defer that blood will be discarded. So we will have a quarantine of the blood for a few days in awaiting for any symptoms that the donors could have in that period of time.
And Dr. Taylor, what about those persons who believe that they will not be able to partake in any physical activity or sport after donating blood?
One of our recommendations when we do the interview, if you go to the gym every day, the day that you donated the blood, will not do it, because remember that we have to remove 500 milliliter of the volume of your blood. My recommendation is increase your water intake. Taking more than 3 liters, you will be okay for the following day, be doing your gym or your sport activity.
That's great. And what about those persons who believe that they will not have enough blood after giving blood, so they avoid giving blood in its entirety?
What I will say, your bone marrow, removing 500 milliliter will hyperactive and will put in place in again, you need your red cell, your platelet, and your white blood cell. So nothing to worry about.
Persons sometimes say that they're just too busy to donate. What do you have to say regarding, how long the process is, and, the other blood drives that you have to facilitate persons who may not be able to come here directly to donate blood?
Okay, that is a good question. We have the possibility to go to your workplace to allow you with a blood drive to help us to increase our number of units of blood in the blood bank. So we have different ways to allow to you to donate blood. 1, coming to the blood collection center. 2, a blood drive. 3, we use a mobile unit that go to the different places to allow person that interested to donate blood to go to that facility. The other way that you can, your day that you are resting, is a person living in Kingston and St. Andrews can go on Saturday from 9 to 3 o'clock to the National Chest Hospital. There we have a blood collection center that is open every Saturday. So that is another possibility, that the day that you are free to go and donate blood.
Perfect. And what about the issue of age? Is there an age limit for donating blood? Are you ever too old or are you too young to donate?
There is important to know that you can donate blood if you are between 17 and 60-year-old. For the person that have been donated and regular donor, they can go up to 65. So that is important to be aware. And
a very popular myth is that you cannot donate blood because you've had a tattoo.
No, that I know that it is normal to have a tattoo, but we don't allow after 1 year to come and donate blood. Remember that you will use needle and you can be infected. So there is a window period that we don't want to violate. So we wait 1 year after you donated you have your tattoo in place and you can come and donate blood. Don't be scared.
And finally, vegetarians think that they cannot give blood because they simply do not have enough iron.
Okay, that is not true. Starting with a healthy lifestyle, we know that eating more vegetable and fruit, we are doing well. So vegetarian person don't have to be scared. We will take you through the process of what you will do when you donate in blood, and we will check your hemoglobin level, doing a test, and that will let me know if you are able to donate or not. So vegetarian is not an excuse to come and donate blood.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, I want to say something that is very important. Please, it's not only National Blood Transfusion Service at 21 Slipen Road where you can come and donate blood. There are 10 blood collection centers island-wide, and I please encourage everybody to come and donate blood. We know that in the last, 8 months, the increase of accident in Jamaica have been affected. So the way that we can save that life is sometimes the need of blood. Also, I would like to encourage people to keep donating blood. Why? Because PAHO and WHO want in 2020 that our country be 100% voluntary donors. So without your support, we will not be in that target. Please come and donate blood.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor. It was good having you. So having some of those major fears and misconceptions dispelled, I sure hope that you will face your fear today and donate blood. All the best.
We are setting a new trend in education. Want to learn more about the Ministry of Education and Youth's visionary initiative, Transforming Education for National Development Trend? Let's take a look.
In a globalized world where nations must empower their people to become innovative citizens, Jamaica is ready to set the trend, transforming education for national development. Led by the Ministry of Education and Youth, the mission is for a brighter tomorrow. The 2021 Patterson Report made it clear we need to ensure better quality education throughout all levels of the system. While the ministry will lead the charge, we need all stakeholders to get into position to help Jamaica become a more globally competitive nation. Students, educators, parents, civil society, business people, media and communities. Jamaicans across all sectors can play a role. The journey to a brighter tomorrow starts now. Deliberate action is being taken on 7 strategic priorities up to 2030. 7 pillars of change to transform education. Better governance for better outcomes. Efficient spending and enhanced strategic focus. Improved and equitable access to quality early childhood education. Improved quality of teaching and curriculum delivery. A higher education sector that is coherent, equitable and well-resourced. Developing critical thinking, lifelong learners who are creative, innovative and productive, contributing to the country's sustainable development. Technical, vocational education and training built into the secondary level to support the development of entrepreneurial skills. World-class facilities and infrastructure in a technology-enabled sector and increased access at all levels of the system to equitable and sustainable funding. These are the 7 keys to unlocking our next level of exceptional learners and critical thinkers. With a lifelong desire to learn, Jamaica's youth have the power to not only elevate their own standard of living, but also to enhance the well-being of all Jamaica. As we push forward with Trend, we will create educational systems of success, assigning the best people to manage the process. Give more attention to early childhood education so we can stimulate excellent learner performance from the start. Empower our educators to create learning experiences that transform minds and lives for greater impact. Build an aligned network of tertiary learning institutions focused on delivering accreditations that strengthen the impact of our tertiary graduates. Provide physical and technological learning spaces that deliver equitable access and resources to all types of learners, and optimize educational budgets and resources to guarantee greater results from early childhood to tertiary level learning.
So that Jamaica may under God increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
Let's trend so Jamaica will continue to be prosperous and more globally competitive. Trend, transforming education for national development, changing minds, changing lives for a brighter tomorrow.
We now shift gears to the streets. Up next, we delve into the critical topic of helmet safety, examining the significant risks motorists face when not wearing a helmet and highlighting the life-saving benefits these devices provide.
Jamaica, motorcycling is more than just a transportation. For some, it's a lifestyle. But this thrilling ride comes with high stakes. Data from the National Road Safety Council shows that motorcyclists account for more than 30% of fatalities from road crashes. 90% of the motorcyclists who die on our roads were not wearing a helmet. With these alarming statistics, the Jamaica National Foundation JNF and the National Road Safety Council NRSC have combined forces to create the National Helmet Wearing Coalition NHWC. The initiative is being funded by a global charity, the FIA Foundation out of London.
The main purpose is to create an environment, an ecosystem if you will, where motorcyclists will want to wear a helmet and will want to wear an approved standard helmet.
Tradition and habit often outweigh safety in Jamaica. Many riders shun helmets and gear, risking severe injury and death.
If you wear a helmet and you are involved in a crash, up to 60% of those who are involved in a crash will not die. And the main reason for this is that helmets protect your head. And head injuries is a big problem with motorcyclists. They die because of this. They die because of other reasons. They have problems with their legs. They have severe injuries because they're wearing slippers and shorts. But the big problem is that they're not wearing helmets.
In recent years, the roads have become increasingly dangerous for motorcycle drivers.
We have seen a tremendous increase in the number of them dying. 2012, only 260 people died. Last year, 425 died. And the main reason is that in 2012, 41 motorcyclists died. Last year and the year before, over 150. So we have had a tremendous jump. And it's mainly due to the young motorcycles, which are cheap imports out of China. And if the police sees them, because you have no license, you have no insurance, and police sees them and they buy another one tomorrow morning because they have money from different sources.
Picture this. You are behind the wheel and suddenly a yang zooms towards you pulling a wheelie. It's a heart-stopping moment, isn't it?
It's scary. You can make a sudden move and endanger your own life. So that's a big problem now, and it's not just a young. I've seen the messengers who are transporting lunch and dinner and all kind of things, doing wheelies also. It's crazy. It's a cultural change that we need to address and address head on. It's not easy. Cultural change takes place over a long period of time. But we believe that we have the right messages. We are developing them now.
Several different types of helmets are available in the market. These include full-face, half, and three-quarter helmets. A full-face helmet protects your entire head and face, as well as your neck, which makes it the safest sort of motorcycle helmet to protect you in the event of impact. Half helmets cover the top and back part of your head. This style offers the lowest level of protection. Three-quarter helmets cover everything except the rider's face. Outside of helmets, many motorcyclists are also driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs such as marijuana.
Data done by Dr. Kerry Fletcher of the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, an orthopedic surgeon, shows that many of the riders who crashed had consumed alcohol up to 3 hours before the crash, and many of them were driving under the influence of smoking marijuana, weed. So if you can get these drivers to do not drink and drive, do not smoke and drive, do not smoke ganja and drive, then they'll be in a better position to live, survive, and to avoid serious injuries.
The coalition's response: comprehensive training programs teaching new riders the skills they need to stay safe.
Many of the motorcyclists are not trained to ride a bike. They buy a bike, they often don't buy a helmet. There's no law that stipulates that they must buy a helmet. Most of these are young people, 18, 19, 20, you'll see them around. They have no insurance.
However, riding without a helmet is a ticketable offense under Section 74, subsection 3 of the new Road Traffic Act. Drivers can also be fined for failing to have their pillion wear a helmet. The fine is $8,000 and 2 points are deducted from the driver's license for each offense. And driving without motor vehicle insurance could land you a ticket of $20,000.
Many of them are behaving irresponsibly in other areas of their life. They jump on a bike, they just went around the corner, they don't believe that it's going to cause them any trouble. And because of this, many of them die and are injured. So the first thing that we have tried to do is to start a training program. We started a training program in Westmoreland in association with the Ministry of National Security, Heart Trust, and other agencies to try and train bikers to ride properly. And part of the program, part of the incentive is that once they pass the yard test in this training program, when they go to the depot at the ITA, they don't have to repeat it. They just need to do the other standard test that they do here. So it's an incentive.
With support from the Office of the Prime Minister, 10,000 helmets are being distributed. But it's not just about giving helmets, it's about changing minds.
So far, 2,000 have been purchased, and that will be distributed through the National Road Safety Council. So we're going to shut this into the training program because we don't believe in handing out a helmet. Because most people who get a helmet will not wear it. We believe in training and encouraging and telling you how to use it and the importance of it. So between the Prime Minister's program and the National Helmet Wearing Coalition and other areas of funding, we're hoping to get a helmet on the heads of every driver in this country.
And the coalition's message to motorcyclists?
Wearing a helmet will save your life. If you're a motorcyclist, it will save your life. Wearing a helmet is a sensible thing to do. It should become part of your whole approach to riding. Riding is a fun thing. It can be a fun thing. Yes, it is for many a means of transportation, moving from point A to point B. A lot of riders are people who are working class citizens who use their bike to ride to work every day. And there are some who really enjoy riding. So in order for you to deal with both of those issues in terms of going to work and enjoying the riding, you wear helmets, you'll survive. You'll survive for your family's sake, you'll survive for the nation's sake, and you'll survive for your sake. So get to the program, wear a helmet.
Ride safe, Jamaica, for your family, your nation, and yourself. Wear a helmet.
Did you know that finding out your blood type can reduce your risk of getting the wrong blood type during emergency operations or surgeries? Let you know if you're at a higher risk for certain diseases, like knowing that persons with type AB, A and B blood have higher risks for blood clots. And if you have a rare blood type, you could decide to store your blood for future use so you don't have to wait hours or days to find a match. So what are you waiting for? Find out your blood type today. It can not only help to save your life, but also the lives of others.
As we draw the curtains on today's edition of Jamaica Magazine, we hope you found value in the vital lessons on helmet safety or the culinary excellence being nurtured by heart. Remember, every step we take towards education, safety, and innovation helps build a stronger Jamaica. Do join us again tomorrow for more enlightening discussions. Stay in touch by visiting our website at gis.gov.jm and connecting with us on social media. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson, wishing you a fantastic weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.